Hey guys, it's Katie with Katie Payton Health, and I'm enjoying a gorgeous day in Minnesota here. And a question I've been getting from a lot of my clients is, what do I do after I've had a day of bad eating or a weekend of bad eating? Because now that it's getting warmer out, you're going to barbecues, you're going to be out on the boat, by the pool, and some fun foods pop up like nachos and things on the grill and margaritas and fun drinks. So I just want to give you a few of my favorite tips to just sort of combat the effects of the food that you had. I'm trying to decide if I should do sunglasses or not sunglasses, but combat the effects of the food that you had. And for those of you who are emotional eaters, the most important thing, even more importantly than the steps that we're going to go over, is knowing that you are not a failure. You didn't totally ruin everything, and you can enjoy a weekend or a day or two of really fun eating and still stay on track. So it's more important that you move forward than sit and decide, well, I screwed it up, so F it, I'm just gonna eat like shit the rest of the week. It's not gonna work. It's the car tire analogy, the one I use all the time, right? If you went out to the parking lot and one of your car tires was slashed, you wouldn't slash the other three. You would fix the one that had been slashed. So if you have a crappy weekend of eating, a bad day of eating, these are the steps you're going to need to move forward. And don't get stuck in that guilt. The guilt is going to keep you grounded, keep you stuck, and you're going to be worse off for it. So the first thing is knowing that consistency is key. And know that if you are eating clean and you're staying on your plan and you're working out 80 to 90% of the time, and then every so often you have these days of not so healthy eating, you can still get results. And what determines your results are what you do every single day. Just like you can't eat shitty all week and then have a salad and then jump on the scale and go, well, why didn't I lose weight? Same thing, if you're eating clean all week long and you have a crappy weekend or a not so healthy day, yeah, the scale's gonna go up just for a second. We'll talk about that in a moment, but you're not gonna undo all of the work you've done before. So one bad meal doesn't ruin your progress. One healthy meal doesn't make you healthy. So hopefully that'll stick in. Now, I use this analogy a lot as well. So you're all familiar with like a puffer fish, I think that's what they're called. And when they get scared, they puff up, right? And that's how they look bigger, they look intimidating, and this is how they're going to protect themselves from their enemy. Well, when you're eating really clean and then all of a sudden you go out to a bar on the lake and you have a couple beers, you have some cheesy fries or tater tots or something delicious, now your body is a little bit frightened. It doesn't know what this food is. It's on high alert, and so your body poofs up, it holds onto liquid, and it stores fat, and really it becomes inflamed. So you may notice your pants are a little bit tighter, the scale goes up a little bit, you're holding onto water, you're holding onto these foods, and your body is just, basically it has a fever on the inside of its body, and so you become inflamed. And what causes that inflammation is going to be reflected on the scale. Because your body's a little bit bigger, you're going to weigh a little bit more, but that's what we call water weight. And if you get right back on track, you move your body, do the things we're going to talk about, the scale's going to come back down. So if you have a bad day of eating, and it's like or maybe a whole weekend worth of eating, and the scale goes up by 5 pounds on Monday, it doesn't mean you gained 5 pounds of fat. I'm going to put a link below to this video I did a while ago about why you are not gaining 5 pounds of fat over the weekend and how it's kind of impossible to do. I don't know, it might be. It'll be a crazy weekend though. But watch that if you need more clarification. So the scale's going to go up because you're inflamed. Your body is freaking out, trying to help you because it knows that there are some foreign objects in your body. So what do you do to combat that? Well, what you do is you boost your metabolism, and you tell your body that it's safe, and you give it the tools to come back down. So first things first is water. You've just put a ton of crap in your body, you need to flush it out. So try to drink a gallon of water the next day. That's a lot, but get yourself a big water bottle, something that holds at least 20 ounces so that you can drink this, I don't know, 6 times. I think that's how, maybe it's a little bit more than that, but don't just be drinking coffee and iced teas and things like that. Like real water, not LaCroix, not sparkling water, not water with a little bit of this or a little bit of that, straight up water. Your body needs to flush out all of that garbage. And the second thing is give your body greens. It wants micronutrients. Your body will release fat when it feels safe. you have to give it the food that makes it feel safe, which are your dark leafy greens and your vegetables. So aim to get in a smoothie in the morning and have in there like 2 or 3 handfuls of spinach, a handful of kale, maybe do some banana, some almond milk, some protein powder, make a big green something. Then for lunch, have a nice big salad or have some sort of protein with some greens on the side. And then for dinner, same thing, whether it's salad or some greens on the side, really push yourself to get dark leafy greens. Again, spinach, kale, chard, mustard greens, arugula. Get those in like 4 to 6 times that next day. The other thing is get your body moving. So every time you drink alcohol or eat a really crappy meal, you sort of suppress your metabolism. So we want to pump that back up again, and we can do that with physical activity, and by doing it with things like burst training or HIIT, H-I-I-T, high intensity interval training. So what you can do is commit 20 to 30 minutes, go outside, go on the treadmill. This isn't like take your dog with you or like chat with a friend. This is like serious fat burning. Because you put a lot of crap in your body, you have to get it back to square one. So again, 20 to 30 minutes, you're gonna set a timer or do it on your watch, and you're gonna run as fast as you can for a minute, and then you're gonna walk for 2 minutes, and you're gonna repeat that until you get to the 20 or 30 minutes. So lots of water, increase those greens, get your body moving, and you know, you can do this as many days in a row as you want until you feel like you're back to where you were before that not so healthy day or that crappy weekend of eating. And again, you guys, like, you can eat these things, you can have fun weekends, just know that to stay consistent, stay on your goals, you're gonna wanna do some of these steps. And then finally, that next day or that next Monday, try to limit or very much, limit or avoid your processed carbohydrates. So white breads, even things like, the junk food that your body may be craving, because after you eat for that weekend, your gut bacteria is going to want those foods. You're going to have to try really hard not to have them. Even things like white rice, white breads, pastas. If you are working out that day, your body's going to want carbohydrates, so stick to the cleanest kind you can, things like quinoa, or even getting your carbohydrates from something like a banana or a rice cake, or again, your produce. And have a ton of additional carbs and fats sitting in your body that you probably will be okay without having some for just a few days, or at least just that one day. So those are my steps to getting back on track after you have a crazy fun, enjoy life, totally love life, but get yourself back there. Again, check out that video below about why you did not gain 5 pounds of fat over the weekend. And if you have any other questions, let me know.